Sandra Sheese.
And I'm Jake Ostrov. We've got a great show lined up for you. It is October 4th, 2018.
Weather watcher Robert Bennett will give you the regional and big picture forecast for the day.
Our very own Eva Anike Akelar will be painting the town scarlet at the Res Life Silent Disco.
Eva will also be interviewing Professor Usaina Aladu on the upcoming African Studies Symposium.
We got tons to get to. Let's wake up Rutgers. Hello and welcome, Rutgers. It's great to be here on this chilly Thursday morning.
We're here to wake you up this Thursday morning, this semester, with all the exciting news, events, and weather. So, Jake, it's great to have you back. I know last week you were sick and had to take the week off, but I'm excited that you're back on the show.
Yeah, I was a little under the weather a week ago, but I'm feeling better now, and it's great to be back. And, it's just that time of year where everyone's catching something.
Yeah, honestly, I think whatever you had, you gave it to me because I am sick. But I'm working on getting better, and one of the things I do believe helps you to get better is sleep. And honestly, with all the exams and assignments I have coming up, I haven't been getting that much sleep, but I definitely need more if I want to get over this cold.
Well, it's definitely important to take care of yourself, whether that means sleep, taking the night off, or doing some fall activities. We're getting into some weather where it's actually bearable to be out in the sun, so it's a great time to really get outside and take a load off, especially, as you said, with all midterms and exams coming up.
I know in the upcoming weeks I'm planning on going pumpkin picking as one of my fall activities. I'm going with a bunch of friends. We're going to get pumpkins, bring them home, carve them, kind of make it like a competition. Then we'll put them out on our front stoop for everyone to see. But I'm really excited for that. I mean, it takes your mind off of school for a little, gives you a nice weekend out in the beautiful weather. So we should also check in with Robert and see, Robert, what is your favorite fall activity?
One of my favorite fall activities more ties in with Halloween. I love going to those like haunted attractions. Around Halloween time. They're definitely fun to go to, always funny to see the people get scared and whatnot. But tying back into getting sick and whatnot, thankfully I have not gotten any sickness over the last few days or the semester so far. So definitely hoping to keep it that way. I know my friends were getting a little sick, but other than that, thankfully I have not caught anything. Back to you guys.
Thanks, Rob. Honestly, it's important to keep yourself healthy, and I know Rutgers is doing a nice job giving out some flu shots. I know they're going to Dining Hall on a different campus every other week, it seems now. I think they're starting it next week on College Ave, making their way to Bush and Livingston. So if you're a Rutgers student, make sure you get yourself checked out. Keep yourself healthy because, we need people to, all around.
Yeah, and I feel like once one person gets sick, it's so easily spread. Even just living in my house, we're all kind of sick right now, so I feel like as soon as I get rid of it, it's easy for me to get it back. So make sure you're washing your hands, getting sleep, and like you said, taking time for yourself.
We've got a lot to get to on this show, and before we get to all of it, let's see how much you know.
When was the Educational Opportunity Fund established? We'll give you the answer right after this.
Hey, do you want to go get lunch?
Sure, can you swipe me in though?
I guess, but you don't have any more meal swipes?
No, unfortunately I ran out.
Well, what are you going to do for food?
Right now I'm buying, but once my cash starts going down, I gotta look for other solutions.
Oh, well, I have the perfect solution.
The Rutgers Food Pantry falls under the Off-Campus Living and Community Partnerships Office and is located at 39 Union Street on the College Avenue campus and is open from 9 a.m. to 4 p.m. When you walk into the office, just tell the receptionist at the front that you are there to utilize the pantry. They will then assist you in figuring out what to take and how much to take based on your personalized needs. For more information, visit www.foodpantry.rutgers.edu.
You can go to their Facebook page and like it for food pantry updates, or you can go to their website at foodpantry.rutgers.edu.
That's awesome. Thank you.
You're welcome.
Welcome back, Rutgers. Before the break, we asked when the Educational Opportunity Fund was established. Now it's time to find out the answer.
The Educational Opportunity Fund was established in 1968, exactly 50 years ago.
Well, that's crazy. I mean, I know the Educational Opportunity Fund. I know a lot of people in it, and they say it's an amazing program. The fact that they all get to live together, too. They have specific living communities, and they all grow really close. So it's a great opportunity for people to grow and get equal education.
Well, it's a great job that Rutgers has, a great initiative that Rutgers has where they can help out really everyone. And Rutgers is such a large community that, you know, sometimes it's hard to feel, you know, not just like a number. And so something that, you know, like this EOF, you know, it helps you feel like more like a part of a community.
And it's crazy that it's been here for 50 years. I mean, I found out about it my sophomore year. I had met some girls who were in the program, so I didn't know about it freshman year, but even then I thought it was brand new. So now to just find out that it was 50 years ago, that's insane.
Yeah, it's been around forever, and I'm sure it'll only go stronger with time.
Yes. So now let's check over with Robert and the weather.
Hello, thank you. Yeah, I'm actually part of the EOF program right now too, and it's definitely a good opportunity to potentially get involved with. You get to meet new people that they're really great people, and you also get that additional like advisor. And in addition to my academic advisor, I get the EOF advisor. So it definitely get a little help and best of both worlds there. But now on to the weather. Weather Watcher Robert Bennett here, bringing you this morning's forecast. Here's our weather headlines. I'll be giving you a quick tropical update on what's going on out in the tropics. Thunderstorms will be possible later today and this evening, and temperatures will be fluctuating throughout the next 5 to 7 days. We'll get to that in just one moment. Looking at the update, we have Hurricane Leslie. She is a Category 1 hurricane with 80-mile-an-hour winds with a pressure of 976 millibars, moving to the north at 8 miles an hour, and it's about 455 miles east of Bermuda as we speak. And the term fish storm just means it's doing nothing but bothering the little fish out there. But they're, with the exception of a few larger swells that have reached Bermuda and even the southeast portions of the United States. But as of right now, it's not going to be doing much to any land. And here's the hurricane right now. The Bermuda is this little blue dot right here, and this storm is going to continue to move north and then eventually out eastward. It actually still might linger for next week or so, but like I said, bothering no one but the little fish out there. But eventually it will be picked up by an upper level trough that will swing it up into the England and those regions. We also have an area of disturbed weather in the Caribbean that has a 30% chance of developing that might track up into the Gulf of Mexico. And if it does so, we'll have Tropical Storm Michael, but that is still yet to be seen. We'll be keeping updates on that in the near future. But now currently, it was a little chillier this morning, 60 degrees right now. It's clearing with bright sunshine. Hopefully you brought your sunglasses with you because that sun was blinding this morning. Dew points are right now at 60, and because those dew points and temperatures are so close together, we have a relative humidity at 98% with calm winds. Today we can expect patchy fog early. It might have already burned off, and then thunderstorms later this afternoon into the evening. Winds southwest of 5 to 9 miles an hour and a nice temperature of 83 degrees. So we stay quite above average. Tonight, a cold front comes through that will spark those potential thunderstorms. So we'll be clearing overnight with a low of 58 with north winds of 5 to 7 miles per hour. Now back to you guys.
Well, Robert, I am so looking forward to that hot weather today. I mean, it was cold this morning. I wasn't prepared. I saw the sun, and I was ready to go outside and feel heat. It was chillier than I thought, but I am excited for tonight.
Well, it's that time of year where it's really, you have to come out with the sweatshirt when we were getting here this morning. But by the time that we leave, we're going to want to put on T-shirts and shorts. But honestly, it could always be worse. We could be fish just outside of Bermuda.
Oh, yeah. No, I would not want to be those fish. But we have a lot of exciting things coming up, especially our news and events. And hopefully the thunderstorms hold off tonight so we can have these events, and you'll hear about them coming up right after this.
Did you lose your ID? Not sure of what to do? First, send an email to lostcard@aps.rutgers.edu to suspend your card so no one else can use it. Next, visit one of the RU Connection offices to have your lost or stolen ID card replaced. There is an office located on every campus. Records Hall on College Avenue is open Monday through Friday from 8 a.m. to 6 p.m. The Bush, Cook Douglas, and Livingston campus housing offices are open Monday through Friday from 8:30 to 5 p.m. The Public Safety Card office is open from 9 a.m. to 4 p.m. Monday through Fridays. You will need to pay for your new ID with $20 in RU Express. If you don't have RU Express, you can go to the cashier's office next to Records Hall before getting a new ID. Make sure to provide a form of unexpired government-issued photo identification when asking for a new ID. It's that easy to replace your ID. Make sure to keep it in a safe place so you don't lose it again. For more information and a more detailed explanation, visit pst.rutgers.edu/rules.php.
Welcome back, Rutgers. Well, I don't know about you, Jake, but after watching that, I have never lost my student ID.
Now, I've kept it since freshman year, but honestly, Rutgers has changed so much with their IDs. Now they're vertical, they're magnetic. You don't even have to swipe anymore. You just have to put it right up to the thing and it scans you right in.
Oh, wait, that's crazy. I didn't know that. I know my friend has lost a bunch, though, and she's always going to get a new one and get her picture taken, so that's great because they are really easy to lose, but I'm luckily fortunate to have never lost it. But now we have a lot of exciting news and events to get to, so let's jump right in. Food pantries located in New Brunswick, Newark, and Camden will be receiving a $2 million assistance grant to support financially struggling students. The Rutgers University Board of Trustees wants to direct aid and help students who struggle to pay tuition, or students facing short-term financial emergency, because in the end, the funds can help academic success. For 2 years, the board made an effort to gain a better understanding of the financial burden students experience, despite the array of scholarships and programs already available. William Best, the former board chair who established this task force, stated, "At Rutgers, we want to make certain that we do all we can to alleviate financial stress as much as possible." The board members agreed the endowed funds will be best utilized by funding programs that support accessibility and provide the most benefits to students. Well, Jake, I don't know about you, but I've actually volunteered at food pantries a bunch in New Brunswick. I think it's a great way to give back to the community. You can get community service hours if you ever need to do that, but you see the happiness it brings people.
Absolutely, and they have food pantries, as you saw, for Rutgers, and that's great that they're getting more resources that they can use to expand their stuff. But they have stuff in New Brunswick as well. I've worked. There's one down George Street along, just Promise that I've worked at, and it's nice to give back. Help those that aren't as in the same position as you.
Totally.
Speaking of giving back, the Rutgers Law School in Newark has opened 2 new facilities that focus on issues concerning immigration and civil rights. Sahar Aziz, a social justice scholar, opened the Rutgers Center for Security, Race, and Rights, which will examine civil rights law and policy that affect Muslim, Arab, and South Asian communities in the United States. Rose Quizan Velazquez, another social justice scholar, started the Center for Immigration Law, Policy, and Justice, whose mission is to advance more inclusive immigration and citizenship laws and policies. The center hosts a sanctuary speaker series in the fall semester where scholars, advocates, and students will explore the meaning of providing sanctuary to immigrants. In the spring, the center will launch an initiative to assist permanent residents in their application for naturalization. Just another example right there of how the Rutgers community is helping everyone around them.
Oh yeah, and I think it's great that they have this sanctuary that Rutgers creates. I know Rutgers is such a safe space for so many people, and it's really nice that people do this sort of thing, so definitely people should go out and check that out. And what else people should go check out is the Yard tonight. Want a night full of fun to take your mind off of classes? Stop on out to the Yard October 4th from 7 to 9 p.m. to celebrate the upcoming bed races. There will be crafts, food, and an outdoor screening of Toy Story to celebrate. There will be a do-it-yourself pillow decorating and do-it-yourself nebula jars. You can also walk through the Stop and Serve station where students can help package pencil cases for the children of New Brunswick. The actual bed race competition will occur October 18th. Hope to see you at the Yard tonight. For more events, visit getinvolved.rutgers.edu. So Jake, I'm not sure about you, but I am actually competing in the bed races this year, and I am very excited. So I definitely might stop out to the Yard tonight to just kind of bond with the team I'll be racing with and things like that.
Well, I won't be participating. I won't be decorating a bed like you, which I'm so jealous that you're getting to do that. But I gotta say, the bed races are probably my favorite event that Rutgers has to offer, especially right around homecoming. It gets into that time of the semester where you just really start to get into a flow, and bed races are just a great way for so many students from everywhere. You see people from all over come together. It's going to be right there on Sacred Street. They moved it there last year. It should be a great time.
No, I'm very excited, and hopefully those thunderstorms do hold off tonight so that everyone can enjoy their favorite movie, Toy Story.
Obviously. Want a way to de-stress from the pressure of midterms? Then come on out to the Douglas Student Center on Wednesday, October 10th, from 5:30 to 7:30 p.m. for Wellness Wednesday. Stop by and do some activities to unwind and even receive a free massage. You can also get some tips on how to stay fit and relieve stress on your own. I hope to see you there. For more information, check out rutgers.campuslabs.com/engage/events. We talked about it earlier. It's important to keep yourself healthy, and you mentioned sleep's the number one thing, but also got to take some time for yourself, release some stress.
Honestly, I do want to check it out because I am very stressed with all the midterms and assignments that I have, and a free massage. Now, who wouldn't love that? I love massages, honestly, and so a free one, I'm all in. Say less.
Absolutely.
But something very exciting that also happened was the silent disco. Now, I don't know if you went. I unfortunately didn't, but I definitely do want to go. So we should paint the town scarlet with Eva and check it out.
Hey Rutgers, it's welcome week and time to jump into the new school year. Have you ever been to a party and not liked the style of music? Well, you won't have that problem here at the Silent Disco, where everyone has the chance to choose their preferred style of music with these headphones. Let's go dance. So what brought you out here to the Silent Disco?
A bunch of friends and we wanted something to bond with, and it seemed fun, and we're like, okay, let's just go for it.
So I'm actually an RA in the South Tower, and we put on this event every year to kind of get all the freshmen and new students, or just all students in general, to come out and have a good time on campus.
I think this event is important to have, primarily because it is open to everyone of all walks of life. Oftentimes when people are at social events, it's kind of difficult for them to engage, but because we have the headphones that change colors, you'll naturally gravitate to people who have the same color as you, and you'll interact with them, you'll get to know them.
So what type of music were you listening to out there?
I personally was listening to like the hip hop and the R&B. It was really fun, and a lot of people get into it a lot, so it's cool to meet new people like that.
There's a lot of Jersey club music, there's a lot of R&B music, and there's a lot of music from the 2000s, like the early 2000s, so I like that kind of music.
Also, it's easy for anyone to come and enjoy. So if you're an introvert and you don't want to necessarily engage with people, you have headphones, you're on the side doing your thing. If you're an extrovert, you can join folks who have the same color as you and have a good time.
If this event was held again next year, would you attend?
I would. I would tell all my friends to come, enjoy the time, just have fun and dance.
I would definitely. I've been attending since my freshman year, so I definitely come out. You got some poppin' music.
Everyone else probably thinks we're crazy for dancing in silence, but only the coolest students know about the Silent Disco. So until word gets out, keep on painting the town scarlet. I'm Eva Anika Hilar, RUTV.
Welcome back, Rutgers. That was so exciting. I really wish I would have gone. I love music, and it is funny to look at from the outside, but I really do want to participate. I love listening, and I would still dance even though people can't hear what I'm listening to.
It might look a little goofy, but it's so much fun. And with different channels in your earpiece, everyone gets the music that they like.
Yes. And so now we should also check in. Eva, as well, interviewed our professor, Usaina Aladu from the Department of Africana Studies. So let's check that out.
Hello, Rutgers. Today I'm joined by Professor Usaina Aladu, who's here to speak to us more about the Future of Africa Symposium. So, how are you today?
I'm fine, thank you. How are you, Ms. Eva?
I'm good, thank you. So, what is the Future of Africa Symposium?
Okay, the Future of African Studies is a symposium organized and chaired by my colleague, Professor Stefano Roblin, from the Department of English, who is also the outgoing director of the Center for African Studies. And I guess one of the gift that he's giving us as he's passing the relay to our new director, Professor Janis Sidokov, is to have a meditation on the future of the field of African studies. So it is a very important conversation because the field has evolved from the 70s, where American institutions have instituted the study of Africa for reasons that are rooted primarily with the geopolitics of the moment. Now the realities have changed with globalism, with migrations, migration both of human beings, migration of ideas, interactions, crossroads, dialogue. So it is very important to look at what does the field look like with a younger generation like yourself, right? So when we say African studies, what are we offering to a person like you, a student like you, sitting in our courses, hoping to become a scholar or an individual who is knowledgeable about Africa? And you being younger, what do you bring? What lens do you bring to it from your perspective? How do we have a dialogue across the field, across the schools, and also within the US and also outside the US? What does it mean to study Africa from the continent, from the Caribbean, from Europe, from Asia, from Australia, for instance? Is that idea of studying Africa from different geographies, right? The same. What are the theoretical, the methodological possibilities and challenges that are being offered? So because we are constantly in crossroads, it's very important that we revisit what does it mean to study Africa now, and also to imagine the future of the field and the future of the graduates who are trained to in the field, and what are the new visions and collaborations, opportunities, cutting-edge impacts that that training and their work, your work, will produce. That's what this conversation is about. And it brought colleagues from several institutions of higher education within the US who are going to be in dialogue with us. Some are coming from places like University of Michigan. The keynote speaker is Professor Simon Gikandi, who is based at Princeton University. We have colleagues coming from Harvard, younger generation, senior generation, having a dialogue, both faculty and students. And we also invited in the videos representing foundations who contribute to research grants, research collaboration fundings, to see what does it mean to support an institution such as Rutgers, the State University of New Jersey, whose mission is really to serve the public good, right? And the public good going from local root, global reach. So that's why we are inviting everybody to this important conversation about Africa, the many meanings of Africa for different perspectives, different fields in the humanities, social sciences, in SEBS, the environment, right? Agriculture, nutrition, public health, engineering, medical field. What does it mean to look at Africa from both a disciplinary but transdisciplinary or interdisciplinary conversation? And for someone who is not going to continue in the academy, for instance, what does the future hold when you bring, for instance, a training, a knowledge from African studies and go work, for instance, in outside the academy? It can be in the business world, right? So let's suppose New Jersey is doing business with Africa. Knowing, having a degree in African studies will produce a wonderful future for the negotiation between a New Jersey business partner and the African side partner that you are representing, because you are bringing an informed competency at the table of negotiation. So the future will look very bright in that sense of negotiation. So that's what this conference is about.
So why?
Welcome back. Hopefully Eva, as well as many other students, go out to the symposium. It seems like it's going to be a great time, and then we can hear all about it.
Yeah, if you want to check out the full interview, make sure you check out our YouTube page at RUTV Network right there on YouTube. But for now, we're going to throw it over to Robert Bennett with weather.
Looking at a quick overview of the entire Northeast. Over in Pittsburgh, 81 degrees with showers and thunderstorms likely. Chance of showers and thunderstorms for the rest of the Northeast, with temperatures coming in around 90 degrees down in Washington, D.C., 83 in Philadelphia, 79 in New York City, 77 up in Albany, and over in Boston, we have 74 degrees. Tonight, across the region, that cold front comes through, so all those temperatures do cool down. 73 in Syracuse, 49 in Scranton, 55 over in Pittsburgh. A little bit warmer as you go towards the coast as the ocean moderates the temperatures. 61 in New York City, 60 in Philadelphia, and 62 down in Washington, D.C. Onto your five-day forecast. Thursday, once again, those showers and thunderstorms will be possible later this afternoon and into the evening, high of 83. Roller coaster temperature dropping into the upper 60s Friday, Saturday, and then rising once again up to around 80 both Sunday and Monday. Temperatures, and the low temperatures are going to be mainly in the mid to upper 50s and lower 60s throughout the weekend and into early next week. If you want continued updates on the tropics and all local weather, be sure to continue to check out the Weather Watchers at channel 23.1 every 15 minutes. Follow us on our Facebook page at RU Weather Watcher, on Twitter at RUTVWW using the hashtag RUWeather, and make sure to subscribe to our YouTube channel, RUTV Weather Watcher. Back to you guys.
Thank you, Robert. I mean, the weather is definitely changing. We're coming into that fall season, so it's going to be all over the place, but hopefully it doesn't mess with my sickness anymore, you know? The weather change does throw me off.
Well, that's right where it gets you when it's warm and cold and warm and cold, but I'm glad that this weekend's looking pretty nice. You know, you said, close to 70 on Saturday for the game. It's my first weekend off. I'm going to be sitting out in the student section wearing black for the game. It's the annual blackout. But it should be good. It should be a beautiful day to sit out there.
No, I'm definitely excited for the weekend just to relax and kind of take my mind off of school for a little pamper myself. Well, Rutgers, that will do it for today's episode.
More events happening this week. You can go to getinvolved.rutgers.edu or ruevents.rutgers.edu. Follow us on social media by searching RU Network, and follow us on Twitter by searching @WakeUpRutgers. We love hearing from you. Thanks again for tuning in, and for Eva doing the interview and painting the town scarlet. I'm Jake Ostro. And I'm Cassandra Shees. Hope you have a great day, and we'll see you next week.
Ah.